welcome to this morning's Hola Houston. I'm Margaret Garcia. On this morning's program, we're going to tell you about a wonderful opportunity to come out and meet local businesses. They will help you put together a resume. They will help you learn how to do well in a job interview. And there will be multiple companies available to you who need your help and assistance. Joining me this morning to help discuss this wonderful opportunity here in the city are Jerry Hall and Robin Wappler. They are with Progressive Staffing Association. And like I said, it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for everybody in Houston who's looking for a job or who might be a first-time job hunter to come out and find out from the professionals how to go about it. Is that right?
That's correct. Well, this is our third year in putting together the employment fair, and we try to make it a community event, so we get tremendous support from the city officials. The mayor is behind it. It's proclaimed Employment Day, and we make it free to the public, so it's a good opportunity for people to come and talk with a lot of different companies at one place and have the opportunity to check out what the opportunities are in Houston for employment.
And I think that for when people are looking for their job, they get really depressed because they can't find one the first week, and they maybe are just not going about it the right way. And this job fair helps them to learn how to go about it the right way, right?
That's correct. We have seminars throughout the day that teach them interviewing techniques, resume writing, effective dress for success for men and women both. It gives them an opportunity to enhance their skills as well as an opportunity to learn more, things that they hadn't known before, on how to prepare resumes and what people actually look for when they're interviewing.
Robin, tell me a little bit about some of the companies that are actually going to be on site the day of the event.
Some of the different companies that will be involved, we have American General Corporation, Vallet Corporation, Daniel Flow Products. We're all also going to have different city organizations, the City of Houston, the Houston Police Department, Federal Bureau of Investigation, many different personnel agencies, hospitals, and all different types of companies will be involved.
One of the things that you commented on before we actually started the show was that there are really lots and lots of jobs available here in Houston, but people just don't know where to find them, right?
Yes, they need to come out. It'll be one central location where they will be allowed to interview with a lot of different companies at one day.
Now, how is it that y'all are working with the City of Houston with this?
What we came up with 3 years ago, this was the idea to put together a community event and get the support of the local officials. And so we contacted Kathy Whitmire and asked her if she would be supportive of putting on or being supportive of our employment fair and making it a community event. And she immediately jumped on it and said this is an opportunity for her to help the community out as well as stand behind something that was really good to put people back to work. So they proclaimed it Employment Day and encouraged business to be supportive of our event.
Just in your expertise of dealing with people all the time, what are some of the common problems that people have when they go out and look for a job?
Most of the problems is they don't know how to seek a job. That's the real problem. They don't put their resume together properly, or they don't have one, or they don't quite know what to wear. A lot of times people will go in thinking that they have the right business attire, and they may be a little bit off. They may even go in for a job in blue jeans, which is, you never do that. Or they may not have a resume prepared. They may just think that they can fill out the application. Companies need that information so that they can sift through the information. They need it as concise as possible and not real lengthy. They don't have the time to read a book. They have the time to read maybe 1 or 2 pages. Those are the common mistakes. People don't know how to network. Networking in a community is real important. If you're unemployed, don't be afraid to tell your friends. It's real important to let other people know that you are looking for a job and they can help you out find those positions. And our employment fair helps that in a way too. We bring a lot of companies that people would not think of interviewing with into a location where that they can see a multitude of companies all at once.
What about the common way that people look for a job? You know, they open the paper on, the Post or the Chronicle on Sunday and just kind of go through and circle all the things that they think they might, be qualified for. Is that like an effective way of looking for a job?
It's a good start, but the problem is that most people don't do a good follow-up. They send a resume and they go, well, if I don't hear back from them, I guess they weren't interested. And that's really not the case. Companies get a multitude of resumes, and what they need to do is they need the follow-up. You need the constant contact with them. Don't be afraid to more or less harass these companies, not completely harass them, but at least let the people know that you're interested. We emphasize the fact that when an employee is interested in going to work for a company or an individual, they have that enthusiasm, they have that excitement, and they have that persistence. Companies that turn down people are the ones that send them a resume and go, they'll call me. It just very seldom happens.
Now, one of the things that we want to emphasize is the fact that although this is open to the entire city, we had very low interest or low participation in the Hispanic community, and this is where we want to push everybody to come because it is open to the entire city. And it's a wonderful opportunity for the Hispanic community to come out and in their numbers and really find some great jobs that are available here in the city.
We are involved in the personnel business, have been involved with it for about 10 years, and the push has been greatly increased in the last several years of the need for bilingual people in the Hispanic community. The Hispanic business in Houston are picking up and growing at a phenomenal rate, and the need for bilingual people is outstanding. And we also need the support of the Hispanic community business-wise to employ people. We have tons of Hispanic people that are looking for good opportunities, and yet we have very little participation last year with the Hispanic community, and hopefully this year we'll see an increase in that.
Now, we're going to go ahead and give everybody all the information and a place to call where they can go. The employment fair will take place Saturday, May the 4th at the George R. Brown Convention Center. The doors will be open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's basically all day on Saturday. If they would like more information about the event or how to get a booth at the event, which I'm sure there are some still available, you can call the Progressive Staffing Association at 952-3000, and somebody will be able to answer any questions you might have about the fair. And I think it's, like again I said, I think it's a great opportunity for some of our Hispanic community to come out and you know, catch some of the great jobs in the city.
We need their support tremendously.
Thank you both for joining me here this morning.
Thank you.
When we come back, we'll have more with the March of Dimes. Please don't go away.
Channel 2, KPRC TV. Now, Channel 2 News Weekend.
And if you spend a lot of time looking through the employment section of the newspaper, here's a little break in the routine for you. Thousands of people are attending the first annual citywide employment fair at the convention center today. Managers of local businesses and manufacturers are meeting with people looking for jobs and those just looking.
I am employed at this time, but I like to keep on top of things, so I'm here looking around and seeing who has openings.
Made a lot of contacts that normally you wouldn't make. Normally you spend a lot of driving around, a lot of phone calls, and a lot of dead ends. Here the people want to talk to you. They take your resumes, and a lot of them, I believe, will get back with me.
This job fair also is designed to teach us job-finding skills. More than 56,000 new jobs were added to the Houston economy in 1988, and city officials are hoping to add many more this year.
KHOU-TV, Houston. And now, from 11 News in Houston, Claire Casademont, Dan Metter with weather, and Matt Musel on sports.
Looking for a job can be hard work, but for thousands of Houstonians, it's being made a little easier this weekend. Today is Employment Day here in Houston, and to celebrate it, the Professional Staffing Association held a citywide employment fair. More than 12,000 hopeful employees packed the George R. Brown Convention Center. Representatives from hundreds of Houston businesses were on hand to meet their potential employees. Job seekers agree it's the perfect way to find a job.
Everything's so well organized, and I would tell anyone, if you're looking for a job, this is the place to be. You know, why beat the pavement and go from door to door when you can come where all the employers are, you can talk to them face to face, and you know, nothing beats that face to face. And I'm just enjoying it. I'm just having a great time today.
Organizers say because of today's big turnout, they'll make the fair an annual event.
You're watching